Hey guys, welcome to The Drop. I'm Neha and I'm joined by Noor and Nurulan, who are both young lawyers and massive K-pop fans. Now, K-pop has been around for decades, but we've had a few songs that have made the headlines, for example, the Gangnam Style. But over the last couple of years, it's become something of a global phenomenon. Why is that?
K-pop, as you said, Neha, has been around for a long while, but I think the recent blow-up that has happened because of K-pop is due to the band BTS. For those of you who don't know BTS is basically a 7-member boy band from Korea, and they go by their stage names, but their fans, who are called ARMY, they call them by their real names because they are loyal and they love them and all that. And I, being one of those fans, I have followed them for, I guess, 2 years now. And what basically they have done, which has brought K-pop into the limelight, is they have made it their own somehow. And they have incorporated literature, they have incorporated astronomy, they have incorporated philosophy and into their songs basically. And through that they have given such a message that the entire structure of K-pop basically has changed and it has become more appealing to people. And I think that is why this recent blow up that has happened is because of that.
Yeah. So I'd just like to add a few things to it. That basically it's their storyline and the concept that they've introduced to the world is what makes them completely different from all the other musicians that we have heard. Like their story and their idea and their entire existence centers around youth and the hardships that we face. So the reason why people love them and the reason why they're loved all over the world is because people can relate to their music. They can resonate with the emotion that they put out in their music. And whilst we're talking about their music, they're not limited to one genre. So they explore different types of music. Their songs are a mixture of R&B, EDM, ballads, slow, fast, you name it. Rock even. So they've explored all the possible genres that there are, and that's the reason why people love them. They're not afraid to take on a challenge, and then it's exactly what Noor said, that they make it their own. So they take a thing which is individual and then they just make it specifically BTS's. So the passion, the energy, the whole
I mean, they're certainly a trifecta, aren't they? Good music,
absolutely.
good looks,
and absolutely
amazing performance.
No doubt about the
because they've been performing at the major award ceremonies. They've broken a few Guinness World Records. They have been on the cover of Time and Entertainment Weekly. So and they've become sort of like this massive millennial movement.
Absolutely, it is a movement. So basically, as we saw one of their speeches in United Nations, so they've been working with UNICEF as well, which is one of the most renowned global organizations. So basically they've been working with them. They've been promoting charity. They've been promoting like laws against child abuse. They've been promoting basically, and they're bringing and they're highlighting basically all the issues that children face, something that we neglect and we oversee because, well, it's not something that we can take it seriously because they're children. However, they bring it into focus. They say, okay, even though we're young, we still have issues.
Yeah, I mean, doesn't their message sort of deal with mental health issues and drug use and all
depression, anxiety,
violence?
Their initial message when they debuted in 2013, that was, they had this mindset that basically they were protecting, their music was made to protect younger generation or their generation to say
from criticism,
from the problems that the society has basically subjected the youth to. So basically they were sort of like, because their name is basically BTS, which stands for Bangtan Sonyeondan in Korean, which means bulletproof Boy Scouts. So they were sort of like like protecting a shield against for the youth basically.
So
and they have moved forward with that message even till date.
Now BTS recently did a shout out to their Pakistani fans.
Yeah.
And I believe it was in their performance at The Voice, wasn't it?
It was actually at The Voice as well, and it was in their tour, which is basically Speak Yourself, Love Yourself extension of their Love Yourself tour. And during one of the performances, the words mohabbat and ishq were displayed,
Which means
is
love, by the way.
yeah, basically the whole, see, that's the idea, love yourself. So the concept and
But how big of a deal was that for Pakistani
it is a
fans?
huge deal. I mean, this is a band which has been nominated for Grammys. It's been going on shows like Graham Norton show, the Ellen DeGeneres show, and they have sold out concerts in US and UK both. So it's a huge deal. I mean,
they're so global now
yeah,
that you know, we usually in subcontinent we don't really have, you know, fandoms as to
true,
so to
absolutely.
speak.
We don't
So-
believe in the concept of fandoms
Yeah.
and following people.
Like,
But here
we
we
have-
are. She's an army and I'm an army, and
Yeah.
we're dedicated, loyal armies. And I mean, as ridiculous as it sounds, it makes sense. See, BTS has done this something that I don't think even, I don't know. I mean, they have this thing, they connect with you and they connect you with other people. So we have armies on Twitter, on social media, which are defending other armies. They're encouraging people. So people who weren't confident enough to...
So it's a one big family.
It's a one big family,
Right.
and they have basically made it possible.
That's all for today. We'll be back with a new episode of Drop very soon. Until then, this is goodbye.